is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Redskins, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first half completion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
This is Logan. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On the carry, it's Logan. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And now a look at the Washington defense.
Josh Norman is today's NFL cornerback. Excellent size, range, good smarts, really studies film and understands what receivers are trying to do, can run with the best of them downfield, excellent in run support. And played with supreme confidence. I think he's good enough to travel with receivers to either side. It's just a matter of what you want to do with him in your scheme.
All right, here we go. Green.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They run with Logan. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably twirling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. It's a close game here early on. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Third and long for Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. A gain of 32 that time. Play action for Perine. Now Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Gabe Wright breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Cousins a handoff. This is Perine. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And that is incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
A very solid gain of 27.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit near the 42. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Cousins now on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll run again with Pirine. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Cousins gives this to Pirine. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 yards to go here on second down. Cousins to Pirine on the draw. Down to the 25. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Again, here's Pirine. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. An update now from down in Miami. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Ryan Tannehill, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On third down, it's Logan. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. The Jets on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here we go now. Detroit. Over.
Play clock winding down. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. That time, a 9-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Throwing is Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Throw right side, caught by Davis. That catch good for 5. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so.
False start. Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Working out of the gun. Cousins. Caught right side. Davis. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling.
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
On for the extra point is Folk. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. First down, here's Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it, because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Jets, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we